Some years ago, I was invited, or maybe I should say called, to go to the wild jungles of the Amazon in Peru. The first thing I thought was, well, why would I travel halfway around the globe to go to some wild jungle? But I did, because I was searching. And once I got there, I met this shaman, and he invited me to this remote jungle lodge up the Mother of God River to an ayahuasca ceremony. At first I thought to myself, why would I follow some little man wearing funny colors with rattles and feathers to some remote place in the middle of nowhere? Well, I did. And on that very first night, I drank a little espresso cup of ayahuasca. And I'll never forget the ayahuasquero, the master of masters of leading ayahuasca ceremonies, this man named Don Eduardo. And Don Eduardo, before he began the ceremony, said, you may think that I am the eldest, but let me just say this, he says. I know very, very little at all. And today's code speaks directly to this, because we as great leaders must realize that we know very little. Because when we recognize that we are open to receive greater knowledge, greater wisdom, a whole nother level of expertise and genius from the quantum field or others that we are synchronizing with and synergizing with, we must recognize that we really don't know. And that ultimately leads to another very powerful truth about great leadership, and that is great leaders know what they're not. So when we enter into a place of realizing that we do not know really very much at all, and we recognize, well, we're not this or not that, we don't need to try to be the scientist in our company, we don't need to try to be the marketing expert or the innovator, we of course just need to be ourselves. But in that realization becomes the great, comes the great teaching of the ages. And all wisdom traditions offer us the idea of operating from the beginner's mind, the innocent mind, where we're able to receive information from the greater quantum field to allow us to discern what is meaningful to us in our leadership role and what we want to execute on. So today's leadership code is focused on leaders not knowing everything, recognizing that they know what they don't know. And of course, the great truth that came from that ayahuasquero in that ceremony is we know that we don't know very much. And we know that in our knowing that we are open to receive from a beginner's mind, that's what we're being called to act upon and to execute on in our business, and to bring forth what I would best say, our best judgment. Well, I hope this leadership code has been helpful to you. And if you'd like to receive more of them, please subscribe to my YouTube channel here and hit the notification button. And also, you can check out my website, see what I'm up to, adamhall.solutions. And also, you can click the link below. Well, take care and have a wonderful day.